Good morning, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Sentence 201. Today we will be looking at Lesson 2, Direct and Reported Speech. As always, welcome to this lesson. I will be your teacher today. My name is Natasha. I have 4 years formal teaching experience with an honours degree in English language and literature and a postgraduate certificate in language education. If you like this video, then give me a little thumbs up down below and share and subscribe so more people can see it. When you're done today, you should know what the reported speech is, and you should be able to understand how to take direct speech to reported speech and then back to direct speech again. So what is direct speech exactly? Direct speech is when we have the exact words or the verbatim words, there's a big word for you today, verbatim words of someone else. And we use it with quotation marks. That's how you know something is direct speech. You use it with quotation marks. So then what is reported speech? Reported speech is when we report the words of someone else. And it is important for us to get this right so that there's no confusion. So let's look at an example. Direct speech. There's a storm coming, said Sarah. Notice the quotation marks, guys. Notice these quotation marks over here. Okay? And it ends with Sarah said. So we are quoting Sarah's direct words. Now reported speech. Reported speech is when we report to someone else what Sarah said. Sarah said that there was a storm coming. Notice that there's no quotation marks, and we added a that, and we changed a few other things. And if you're not exactly sure what to change, don't worry, I'll tell you in a second. How do we do it then? There's a few things, like I said in the previous slide, that we do need to change. And the first thing we do is we remove the quotation marks. The second thing we do is we add a that. And then the third thing we do is we change the tense of the verb. For example, is becomes was, are becomes were, and there's quite a few other changes there as well, and you'll see in a second what I mean. And then we take a step back in time. For example, today becomes that day, or next week becomes the following week. If you're a little bit confused, don't worry, we're going to go through it together step by step. It's important to remember your rules. So remember, now we are taking direct speech to reported speech. And as we are doing that, see if you can figure out how to take reported speech back to direct speech. It's basically a reversal of the rules. So, our example. There was a sale on dresses yesterday, said Timothy. This is direct speech. We know because of the quotation marks, and there's no that. Here is the example of reported speech. Timothy said that there had been a sale on dresses the day before. How did I get to this example over here? So the first thing I did was I removed my quotation marks. Second thing I did was I added that. Third thing I did was I took was and wrote had been. And then the next thing I did was I took yesterday to the day before. Okay? If you're unsure, go back a little bit and look at the rules and write them down, because we're going to do another example, and I want you to try and do this example by yourself first. Here's another example. Now, before I give you the reported speech, see if you can quickly do it by yourself. I'll give you a few seconds. So, did you manage? If you're not done yet, just give this video a pause and then we'll come back to it when you're done. Let's see how you managed. Mary said that they were going to Durban the following weekend. Remember, you are reporting the words of someone else. That is why we use they instead of we. You are telling someone else what Mary had said. Let's see what you got right. So, first of all, did you remember to add that? Okay. Did you remember to change the we to they? Did you remember to change the tense from are to were? Did you change next weekend to the following weekend? Now just remember, you should always remove the quotation marks. I didn't say it in the previous slide, but you should still do it. And for those of you who picked that up, great stuff. Can you do some of these examples by yourself? And then can you take these examples back to direct speech after you've taken them to reported speech? That is where the success is going to lie. Just keep practicing, and if you want more examples, feel free to ask me. I will share as many as I can. And don't forget, guys, ask questions. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section down below, and I will try my best to get to everyone. If there is anything specific that you want to talk about, want me to make a video on, remember to leave it in the comment section below. I'm trying to upload as many videos as I can on a weekly basis, but of course it all depends on you and your needs. You are the whole reason for me making these videos. Feel free to leave them in the comment section down below, as well as any other suggestions. Let's keep it positive, guys. Have a wonderful day, and I hope this has been a great help.